Hey, what's going on, guys? Big D here, and welcome back. Now, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you my top 3 most underrated Town Hall 11 attack strategies. We all know that Queen Charge Hybrid is very popular, as well as the Zap Drag Loon and other Zap strategies like Zap Hybrid and Zap Lalo. 5 ICG Bat Slap is also very popular at Town Hall 11, but I think these other strategies are still very, very strong. And, they don't get a lot of play these days. So we're going to jump into the first strategy right here, and it's going to be a Queen Charge Miner. Very similar to the Queen Charge Hybrid, but I have an extra heal in this comp rather than the extra rage. And the idea behind it is it's very similar to Hybrid, but it's also very different at that. So with the miners, they duck and dodge defenses more than the Hybrid does, because instead of having those extra 10 to 12 hogs, it's just miners moving through the base. So they don't only target defenses, they target everything. So you have to funnel just a little bit better, but I also think it's just as powerful at Town Hall 11, if not stronger, especially 11v12. So let's hit the play button right here, and we're going to send in the Coco Loon down here at 6 o'clock. Queen comes in as well, trying to get her to push in and get the base carved into a nice L-shaped pattern. As with most attack strategies, I'm also trying to get the clan castle lured if there is something in there. Of course, this is a multiplayer raid, because there's no way I could have gotten this many recordings done in a war, because I don't have that many attacks. Also, we did not have a war to do yet. So Queen gonna push in from 6 o'clock here, getting some wizards down, trying to keep her inside. She's getting fired on by an Expo and a lot of point defenses, so he dropped the first rage for her, and she almost bites it and has to pop her ability, but the rage on the healers does get her through, and she takes out a lot of the point defenses that are on her. So at this point, we have a decent little L shape, and we're going to have to finish off the funnel up here on the 9 o'clock side with the king. King comes down, then the barracks as well. Now, I'm running a barracks with this Queen Charge Miner because, honestly, the hogs just give it a little bit extra oomph, but before this, I would have brought probably a wall wrecker to help out the Queen Charge. The Queen's still staying up. I had to double freeze a single target Inferno. She takes out the Eagle Artillery. Now, in this case, I sent in the miners in ahead of the Queen, trying to push her back the other way and save her at that. The Grand Warden actually stays with the P.E.K.K.A. a bit too long. I think he should have stepped up quite a bit ago. But Miner's still going to push through, going to take care of some skeletons from the skeleton trap. The hogs pushing from the barracks into the base now, popping the Grand Warden's ability to save the Queen, the hogs, and the miners, pushing toward the backside. The Queen is going to take out a wizard tower. She's also going to take out a bomb tower, and then I heal over the miners and the hogs. I'm going to heal once again just for the hogs, because they are an integral part of any hybrid or miner strategy, and since they're max, I do like to keep them alive. Miners still pushing through the backside of the base. Hogs actually doing a really good job of helping funnel this set of miners in here. So they're going around the defensive ring of this ring base, while the miners just attack everything in their sights. So they're meeting up over at the 3 o'clock corner, and still just a little bit of base left. A lot of miners up. A P.E.K.K.A. still up from the barracks, actually. And the hogs are going to move over to the last few defenses. Queen and the miners also wrapping around at that. And that's going to be a triple 11v11 with Queen Charge Miner. So if you guys are looking for other strategies to use, these strategies are going to be the ones I suggest. Queen Charge Miner still quite strong at Town Hall 11. So we're going to move into the next attack here. And I'm trying to do this without cutting at all, just to save me a little bit of time. So the next attack is going to be, now you're going to see 4 of these replays. Now let me pause this. The reason there are 4 replays is because there are 3 strategies, but 2 of them are very similar, so I thought it was decent enough just to highlight both of them. So this one here is actually going to be a Yolotron, which is like an air kill squad with Electro Dragons and a CC Stone Slammer with an Electro Dragon inside of it. The next strategy right after this one is going to be an Electron Lalo. So I thought they were similar enough that we could show them both, and they would be, kind of the same in the spectrum anyway. So we're going to hit play here. I sent my king in already, and then the wall breakers to break him in, trying to make sure that I do get a nice funnel started here for the Electro Dragon. The first Electro Dragon is going to come down, and a Coco Loon just in case it does decide to move over this way. And that's actually going to make my king try to beat through a wall, which is actually just fine. Second Electro Dragon comes down, as well as the Stone Slammer, pushing into that single target Inferno. I think I should have popped my king's ability a little bit earlier, because I think it's getting roasted by the single. No, actually the Electro Dragon is getting roasted by the single, which is okay. You know, it did its job for the most part. And then the Stone Slammer is going to pop, and once it does, I can drop both of the clone spells to clone up these balloons, and then rage through here, try to get this eagle taken care of, as well as hopefully the enemy queen. It does look like actually the enemy queen did go down to my queen, so we're just going to see what kind of value we can get out of the max Electro Dragon. As you can see, there's not a ton of balloons in this comp, just about 18, and then 2 hounds with the Grand Warden on the back end, because the Yolotron is supposed to take out a significant portion of the base, along with the Sui hero portion as well. So the first haste comes down here, more balloons coming in about 2 to 3 o'clock, I'm sorry, 8 to 9 o'clock here, pushing around the base clockwise. Haste and rages coming down to try to push through the back end of the base. 1 haste left, actually, and it should be all we need to make it through the back end. And Electro Dragon still up in the core doing a lot of work. Pop the Grand Warden's ability through the last haste, pushing into the Wizard Tower. Now all we got to do is make sure the base does get cleaned up at this point. Plenty of balloons, the Electro Dragon left up, and not too many defenses to deal with. Seeking Airmine comes in, destroys a balloon, but the cleanup is already in place, and I get a swag poison because there was actually nothing in the clan castle. And that's going to be the triple with the Yolotron. Now next up is going to be the Electron. Again, very similar, but a little bit different in what you're looking for with your value. You need to get a little bit less value, and you can overpower the rest of the base with the balloons and lava hounds. So here we go. This is going to be the Electron Lalo. Now here I'm going to send in the Electron straight up from 12 o'clock into the Eagle, trying to attempt to get the Queen taken care of with the Electron, as well as the Eagle Artillery and the enemy CC, if there is one. Likely not going to be one, though, because this is a multiplayer raid. But again, this is all I could do. So the rage comes down, we crash the blimp, we clone the balloons, poison over the enemy queen, and if there was an enemy clan castle, it would have also been poisoned. Trying to see what we can get out of this Electro Dragon now that the balloons are pretty much over with, and then we're going to have to try to get some Sui value with the heroes as well. So Electro Dragon does go down, and where are we going to start? Oh yeah, sending a balloon for the Wizard Tower, trying to help our path a bit. King comes down on the Elixir Collector, Wizard to funnel, another Wizard around 3 o'clock to funnel him in. I'm going to freeze this stuff in here and try to get my King and Queen into this multi-target Inferno, as well as the air defense. Wallbreaker's coming down, had to freeze that multi so the Wallbreakers didn't get roasted. And then a late Ice Golem coming in to tank for later on and freeze in the core. Now, we're going to allow the heroes to run just a little bit further, and then once I know my path is set, I will start my Lalo up here around 11 o'clock, wrapping counterclockwise. There we go. Balloons coming in. First Lava Hound coming in front of these balloons here. Grand Warden in with those, and then some cleanup behind. Got to start the cleanup early with the Lalo so you do not time fail. So here we go. We're going to freeze over the multi-target Inferno. First haste coming down here, and we're wrapping around counterclockwise. More minions coming in, and then we pop the Grand Warden's ability over this multi-target Inferno. Probably could have waited another second for that to get all of the balloons in there, but nonetheless, we are looking good. Hasting through the back end. I still have 2 hastes left. We freeze over part of that Tesla farm there. A lot of balloons in the back end. They travel back for whatever was still left up there in that island compartment, and then we send the rest of our balloons in around 6 o'clock to wrap the rest of the base. We do find the tornado trap with the balloons and Hound. Unlucky for me that Seeking Airmine didn't hit that Hound. It was pretty low health. It probably would have taken it out, but at this point all the defenses are done, and we already have the cleanup in. And we get to swag a haste spell as well over the clan castle. And that's going to be the triple with Electron Lalo. So, another underrated attack strategy. In my opinion, these are still very, very strong, and you should still be using them today, even in today's meta. So, one last attack in the episode, and it is going to be... Whoops. It is going to be DragBat. I've already used this here recently on my Town Hall 11, but I thought it was something I should highlight because it is still super strong at Town Hall 11. And I don't see enough of it, to be honest. I see a lot of Zap, Dragloon, and things like that, but not the DragBat. So this is a perfect example of a base you're looking for to hit with DragBat. Not only does it have one of the wizard towers upgrading, but it has 2 single target infernos and a perfect path for your dragons and balloons. So I sent in the king and queen down at 6 o'clock to create a pretty good funnel. Pop the king's ability, trying to wrap around the outside trash ring and keep all the dragons tight over here going into the town hall. Stone Slammer and dragons coming in with the Grand Warden, pushing into the town hall, trying to get the Eagle Artillery taken care of pretty quickly, because the Eagle Artillery can in fact target your massive group of bats once you deploy them, and it is unfortunate when that does happen. Raging through the town hall because it does have a lot of HP, popping the Grand Warden's ability for those eagle shots, and then raging through, trying to get these dragons into the Eagle Artillery ASAP. The eagle does go down. The single right here is going to be roasting some dragons. Both singles actually roasting some dragons at this point. We send in an Ice Golem to tank the first Wizard Tower and drop the bats up at 12 o'clock to wrap around the base. While this is distracted, the Wizard Tower there, it goes down. The Ice Golem does pop to the single. And look at this unfortunate event that happens right here. This red bomb, instead of going for balloons, it decides to chase my bats across the entire base. The bats are going to come in here, take care of the last few defenses, and try to go for some cleanup, but this red air bomb is going to ruin that for them. And it would have been even more overwhelming had that not happened. But I have 3 free spells left over. Dragons and Electro Dragon up top here. Balloons that came out of the Stone Slammer at the bottom. And then I'm going to swag 3 free spells. All we have to do is let the dragons run through the rest of the base and clean it on up. So these are my the 3 most underrated Town Hall 11 attack strategies, with an honorable mention being the Yolotron and Electron compositions. A little bit different. Still, I thought it was worth mentioning them both as a single attack, being an Electron type Lalo strategy. That's going to be the triple with the DragBat. So if you guys are looking for some underrated, some different Town Hall 11 attack strategies, these are the ones I would go with. They are super fun and very, very effective. Give them a try and let me know in the comment section below how many of these that you still use today. That's going to do it for me today, folks. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. You are all amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.